Hello and welcome to Tarot After Dark. If you're watching this very first part, chances are you're watching the replay. Please let me know. Say in the comments, hashtag replay, whatever you like to do. But if you have a tarot deck, bring it along. We're going to play with our tarot decks. And the whole purpose of Tarot After Dark is for us to not be worried about what other people are thinking or seeing. And we are just going to delve into the mystery that tarot often puts out there for us. So say hello if you're here. Stick around because I'll be pulling cards. As a collective, we'll be pulling cards. So if you have a deck, bring it along. If you don't have tarot, but you have oracle, fantastic. Bring it along. And I want to just get started by pulling a collective card for everybody. So whether you're watching live or later as a replay, let's pull. I've got so many decks. I've got 3 decks with me today. I'm going to pull from my teeny tiny tree tarot deck. Hey, Renee, good to see you. Thanks for being here. If you have a tarot deck, run and grab it, or oracle deck if that's handier. But yeah, the whole point of Tarot After Dark is to have collaboration with other people. It's not just sit there and get a reading done to you. It's interactive. And the whole point is so you feel more comfortable around tarot. You start to trust your own intuition and realize that, yeah, it might be different than somebody else's, and not everybody is going to have the same answer, right? I just remember when I was in elementary school, and you can probably relate to this too, where the first time you raise your hand thinking you know what the answer is and you blurt it out and then it's totally wrong. So what do you do after that? You're really timid and you don't want to give the answer. You want to wait till everyone else gives an answer. And then everyone gives their answer and you realize that, oh, my answer's different. Maybe it's wrong. Well, it totally depends. If it's mathematics and it's wrong, it's wrong. But, sometimes there's a more creative answer. And I know for me, it really squelched me speaking up because I was afraid to be seen as wrong or to just be seen and laughed at. That's the worst. I mean, it's one thing to do something silly because you want people to laugh, because that's how I roll. I like to, make people laugh. But if they're laughing when I wasn't on purpose trying to make them laugh, that's a little uncomfortable. So if you can relate, let me know. Christina, hello, good to see you. Happy tarot evening. Work your light tarot. Tarot. Work your light oracle. Fantastic. That was really good confirmation last week. I really, really liked that. Using the Dream of Gaia tarot. Beautiful. I'm excited. Wish we could see. Maybe I need to turn this into a group, like a Facebook group where you can share. I don't know. If you want to come on live onto the StreamYard with me, it's like a Zoom call. Let me know. I can give you the link. You can come on live with me. Hi, Tina Maria. Good to have you. If you have a tarot deck or oracle deck, bring it along. Let's play. Let's play, people. Okay, I'm going to pull a card for the collective. What do we most need to know today? Here's a better question. What should we cover today? Let's see what the card has to say. The card says 9 of Cups. I love it. So as you know, I mostly work with entrepreneurs. So I'm going to say that tonight, because it's tarot after dark, which means it's nighttime, right? That tonight we will be talking about things in your business that can help you go to the next level. Because to me, 9 of Cups is talking about things coming to fruition. Things are you are gathering all of that abundance, right? And I know sometimes we sabotage ourselves. We're so close, we get scared and we back off. And it's kind of what I was already talking about, being afraid, back when we were kids. and being laughed at or pointed at for getting something wrong when we shoot our hand up thinking that we're right. We learn after a while to hide and be afraid of sharing our answer, thinking it might be wrong, right? So to me, the Nine of Cups is perfect for people who have had some success and they want to push through to the next level. There's some things that kind of get tangled up sometimes, not all the time, that get tangled up in our mind and us thinking that, well, that was it. That's as good as I'm going to get. I'm not going to get any more success than that. And, and we all go through it. Yours truly as well. It happens. So I realized I poured a glass of wine and I ended up not bringing it. Anyways, whatever. I'll have it later. So yeah, what I would love for you to do, everyone who has a card, now I already shuffled it back in the deck, but it was the Nine of Cups. So can you pull a card to clarify that, please? And then just put in the comments what card that you picked and what your interpretation is of it. Tonight, no books. I want you to just whatever you pick up from it. It doesn't have to be a big, long story. It could just be short and sweet. But I would love to know your interpretation, because that's the whole point of doing this, is to trust our intuition. I love that there's books that come with the Oracle and the Tarot decks, but the first thing you should try to do is see what comes through you, because it really depends on the question, right? So we had the Nine of Cups that I pulled, and it's in the deck somewhere. I'm not going to bother looking for it. So what would give us some clarity? Give us some clarity on what that Nine of Cups is, which I had said was relating to our business and what we need to do to push through the next level. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so Renee got the Nine of Water, which is the Nine of Cups, right? Water cups. So it's a confirmation. It's the same thing. I love it. What's your interpretation, Renee? I'd love to hear that. And everyone else can chime in too. You don't have to have pulled a card. You just have to tune into the card that was pulled, whether it was me, Renee, whoever, and just what comes up for you when it comes to that. So you said illumination. Okay, so I can take that to mean illuminating the next steps we need to take, also illuminating what we've already done. And remember, polish those cups, right? So they're nice and shiny and you can say, hey, I did this work, right? And then openness, courage. I love that. Yeah. And then Christina, with your work, your light, you got dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Ooh, I love how these go together. That one came up last week too, didn't it, Christina? So to me, that is perfect, because if you are feeling elated at what it is you've accomplished, then you're excited and you're giddy and your energy level's up and you're telling the universe, hey, more of this. I want to feel this. Bring me more, please. And also, it's like, ooh, I'm a little scared of what the next step is. I just kind of got used to being at this level, and now you want me to grow more. It took a lot of work to get here. So we get in our head and we start thinking, oh, it took a lot to get here. And now you want me to double that? And that means double the work, double time, whatever. But with everybody's interpretation here, do something to change your energy. It's like shift that script, flip the script, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, right. Twice last week. And now it's coming up again. Lots of positive energy. I love it. I love it. Ooh, Tina Maria, my favorite deck. Lightseer pulled Two of Wands. I really have no idea how to read tarot, though. Okay. You're intuitive. I know you are. What comes up for you when that Two of Wands comes up, based on everything we've already talked about? What do you think that adds to the message? I'm curious to know. Put the book down. I'm curious to know. And Renee is saying, remove the emotional hooks. Oh, yeah. Now, people might be saying, well, great. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Okay. How? How do we remove the emotional hooks? Okay. That's where we can build on either our knowledge and that we know how to do that, or we can pull more cards to ask that next question, which I love doing this sometimes instead of doing a spread where the spread is this card means this is that, that's that. And, when you just do layering of cards, you can keep asking the what now and what do I do? And then you just flip cards from there. And it's a really great way to just keep the question going. So I'm going to ask that. Let's put that back up on the screen. And Tina Marie, I'm waiting for your interpretation of what you feel the Two of Wands does for this particular reading. And just look at the picture, because the picture, especially in the Light Seer deck, whatever you're drawn to, that's the message. So how do we remove the emotional hooks? Let's see what the cards have to say. How do we remove? Or what can we do to remove? All right, so I've got, holy moly, I got 5 cards that come. It's a lot of cards. Do we want all 5? It's saying yes. So the first one is the Two of Pentacles. So to me, this is embracing the balance of things. So we can say, well, the emotional hooks they served a purpose once, but now it's time to just let it go. Choose a partnership. We also have the Page of Cups. So how can we remove the emotional hooks is that just what I'm picking up from this is go have a shower and stand under the waterfall of the shower with the intention you're releasing anything that's sticking that's not good for you. Simple as that. Now, is that what the Page of Cups means in a book? No, not at all. But that's the interpretation I'm coming up with based on the question and the previous cards we've pulled. See how this works? 3 more cards. Knight of Swords. So this is take action to not wallow in those emotions. You can release them by just declaring that I'm done with those emotions. Those are old, they're outdated beliefs. I'm moving forward. That's that determination. I see your response, Tina. I'll just finish these and then we'll find out. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So once we've, said that's enough, it's like focus on what you want to focus on. Because if you keep focusing on what you don't want, you're actually focusing, you're bringing more awareness to that. Try not to think of the green elephant. And then it's like, well, now I'm thinking of a green elephant, right? So it's start thinking about what it is you want and bring more awareness to that. And there'll be more visual of what you want and less of the things you're trying to get rid of. And then last but not least, we have the 10 of Cups. So to me, it's saying when you do all of those things to release those emotional hooks, it's going to be worth it. You're going to get through it. See the positive. Flip that script all the time and see the positive. So there you go. That's one way you can just layer cards. Now let's see. Leap of faith with excitement. Ooh, I love that. Okay, Tina Maria. By observing the picture, she's looking out the window. Go with the flow. The globe represents the universe will guide you. Daydreamer. Oh, I love that. Oh, Two of Wands. Oh, yeah, I'm remembering that card now. It has the little VW bus on it, right? The little, traveler bus. Yeah. So I like that. And I like your interpretation. Go with the flow as far as, you've based on the first card that I pulled, the 9 of Cups, and it's talking about let's move forward in our business and maybe having a little bit of fear around it. And it's like, just what lights you up? Where is your dream? And I see when you say daydreamer, I'm thinking that, what are you dreaming about? Always focus on that thing you want, not the thing you don't want. That's what I'm picking up from. I got the VW right. Yeah. I love that deck. I I have two of them now. um, I do have my light seer one, the new one now that doesn't have tarot pop bites all over it, but it's in pristine order. Like I haven't I've opened it, but I haven't shuffled them because they're all in order, and I'm going to use that in some way in my Tarot Cafe, or yeah, the Tarot Cafe membership. So the doors are open for that. If you want to join the Tarot Cafe membership, just write Tarot Cafe in the comments. I don't seem to have good luck posting links. Facebook doesn't seem to like that for some reason. So just put Tarot Cafe in all caps and I will DM you later and give you the link to join. It's only $7 a month. And I have a private Facebook group. I've got a couple people already there. I've already done this week's spread, because there's a spread for each week, and we will be meeting once a month to connect over Zoom privately to do a little bit of this stuff and see whatever it is you need to work with. So there's no need. Only once a month we'll be doing something live where it'd be nice, to coordinate that you're there, but everything else, it'll be in the Facebook group. It'll be in the portal. Those of you who are part of my previous memberships, the Kajabi portal. So it will have lots of nuggets there. And as a bonus, you get my tarot guide for empaths. I'm quite proud of it. It basically is your beginner's guide to working with tarot, and that I would sell for $7, but you get it included in the membership and get it as a download. So, does anybody have anything that you want to ask the cards? If so, put it in the chat. And let's ask the cards. Anyone who has some burning question, let's do that. Okay. So I'm going to clear the cards now. We're moving on to a different topic within tarot. Sam, question? Yeah. Thanks for being here. Sure. Ask a question. We'll see if we can let the tarot give the answers that are needed. Yeah. And one of the best ways to ask questions, yes or no questions. I personally don't like yes or no questions for tarot, because it's anything with divination cards is a snapshot in a moment of time. We have free will to change what it is we're doing, make different decisions that is going to change the outcome. So a yes or no question, if you can reframe it into something that's more empowering, and I can't think of any examples right now, like anything that's like either or. Will he go out with me or not? Those I don't like love readings. I don't like doing love readings anyways. I'm not the person to do love readings. Sam, you just asked a question. How do I ask a question? You just asked it. Just go ahead. Just ask. Oh, okay. Then you're saying, then how do I ask if it's a yes or no? Well, see, the thing is, how can you reframe it that it doesn't need to be a definitive yes or no? Right? I guess you could ask your question, then I could try and flip it and reframe it for you. Trish, anything about a Sagittarius I'm thinking about? Okay. So you mean someone else who's a Sagittarius you want a message about? Is that what you're saying? I'm a Sag rising. I relate a lot to the Sagittarian energy. Oh, and I said that and a card went flipping out. Oh, I don't know if you're here earlier, Trish, but this card came out earlier as well. Now, those of you who have been here and you've been paying attention, this is going to be a different answer than this card gave before. So anything about a Sagittarius I'm thinking about. So to me, it feels like you really want things to work out the way you want them to. but you're afraid that it's like a pipe dream. Page of Cups can often mean believe in the unbelievable. It's it's okay to dream. Magic does happen. So to me, this is a very uplifting card as far as you thinking about that other person. And, cups are all about emotions and intuition. And page is often can relate to youthful energy, or in this case, maybe it's, young love, maybe not age wise, but new love, maybe. That's what's coming up. Anyone else with cards, if you want to pull a card to clarify this for Trish, let's see what else comes up. I'm going to keep that card out for that purpose. All right, let's go to Sam here. So, okay, here's this yes or no. Thank you. Am I going to succeed in my new role at work? It's pretty challenging. Okay, sending you good vibes, by the way. I know some, especially if you're new to the environment, it can be tough being the newbie, but maybe you've been there before, but this is a new role and they expect things of you. So to me, instead of taking taking your power away by asking, am I going to succeed? I would ask, what can I do to succeed in my new role at work? So reword it, type that in. What can I do to succeed in my new role at work? Now you've put the power in your own hands and the tarot, for the tarot to pull up cards to say, try doing this, try doing that. Then it's less yes or no. Like, what if I pulled a card and it was like total no? Nope, you're not going to succeed. How does that empower you, right? It doesn't. Now you've doubting yourself and doubting everything that comes through. But a question of what can I do to succeed, then you have more empowerment to do things that will help you. And by helping you, you're helping the place that you work, and everybody gets uplifted, right? Let's see. Christina, with big changes this year, will friendships be retained? Oh boy. So again, that seems like a yes or a no. What can I do to retrain? What can I do to retain the enriching friendships? Because some friendships you might need to let go of if they're not serving everybody's highest good, right? So reword it and pop it back in the chat, because already I'm forgetting what I've said. That's channeling for me. I don't know. That's how it works. Yes, I've been there, but it's a new role. I hope it will get a raise. I will get a raise of it, but didn't get a response about it. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. What can I do to succeed in my new role at work? What do I do to have that raise? Yeah. Okay, I can work with that, Sam. All right. And let's pull some cards, bringing some clarity to that. What can Sam do to succeed in their new role at work? Okay. Keep going. Okay. A card wanted to come, but then it's got sticky and didn't, like, it's pulling back, like, no, don't pick me. There, that one flopped out. So, ooh, the Empress. So the Empress is all about abundance and prosperity. So to me, you have the potential to get recognized for the work you do and get that raise. But to me, now it's focusing on nurturing that new role. Don't focus on, oh, where's the money? Am I going to get a raise? Focus on doing your best in that role. What can you do to enhance that role, or to enhance everything you do in that job? To do the best to your ability, just because you have integrity and that's what you want to do. I think when you focus on that and doing your best, that's a higher vibration than show me the money, right? because when you do this, you will feel more satisfied because you're doing the work you want to. You will get recognized in the workplace. And then 3, hey, money will flow. Money will come from that. That's what I'm picking up. Anyone want to pull a card as a clarifier? It looked like Renee pulled one. She pulled the 10 of water, which is often the 10 of cups, right? I'm assuming that would be that suit, Renee. Can you confirm just to make sure? And then divine connection. I love it. Divine connection, set boundaries, so not to be disruptive. Okay, I like that. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was for Trish. Right, right. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, that was for Trish. Sorry, Sam. Ignore this one. This was for Trish. It takes a while for these for the message to for the messages to come through. Right. Okay. So, oh, okay. Let me go back then because this page of cups was for Trish as well. And then you got the 10 of cups, which is the card before this. So, yeah. And Renee is picking up that you need to set boundaries. And I think what I'm picking up to build on that is not, you're not putting walls up. Boundaries are things that you're not willing to compromise on, because I know when we like someone, we will forget all about our boundaries, and then it's hard to get back into a routine once we are familiar with them, and once we're going out with them for a while, then you got to repair all that. Where it sounds like Renee is also suggesting that have these in place no matter what, and you have that self integrity for yourself as well. All right. You're welcome. I hope that worked out. Okay, so and then Christina pulled a clarifier. Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. I love that. So who is that clarifying for? Maybe you guys, when you do a clarifier, just put the person's name too, because I get all confused. All right, awesome. Thank you for adding that in there. Isn't it a lot richer when there's more people? You get confirmation, you get a broader view, you get either a broader view or you get more detailed information when there's more cards pulled and when there's more collective energy of people together trying to come up with a solution. See, and this is what, I dream of having in the Tarot Cafe, is having other people's perception in there as well. And we collectively are going to grow together as empathic entrepreneurs, right? Okay, that was for Sam. Okay, so there you go, Sam. Soul family, calling your tribe. So there you go. Like when you're at work, connect with a couple of people there if you haven't already. And that is the perfect way to, when you feel that things are tough, that maybe you can ask for help, or maybe you can be of help to someone else. To me, that's really a nice Empress energy, where you can harness the Empress energy yourself and be there for other people and show yourself as an emotionally and mentally valuable employee. And you're going to feel better about getting up to go to work every day, because you're valued. Value doesn't always mean here's my paycheck, what did I get? Value is that emotional connection with people, and that you build over time. That one's tougher to build than it is, money in your bank account, really. Awesome. Yeah, don't we all? Love it. All right, Christina, you had a question here. Let's go back up. Will big changes come next year? What can I do to enhance myself? Bingo! I love it. Well, with big changes coming next year. Okay, I'm putting these cards back in the deck. Anyone who has cards, you can pull clarifiers, and you're like, but you haven't pulled the card yet. By the time I read it, your card will be there. It's all good. You're welcome, Sam. Thanks for asking your question. Okay. And come back in a few weeks or whatever and let us know how it all worked out for you. Okay. Okay. So let's go back up. So for Christina, with big changes coming next year, what can I do to enhance myself? I got 3 cards. Queen of Cups, Temperance, and the King of Swords. Wow. All right. So let's see. Getting really simple messages. Love yourself. Do things daily that show you that you love yourself. Whatever that looks like for you. It could do with your business, could be personal, could be things that you like to do, creatively. Do something every day to fill your own cup. That's how you begin to enhance yourself. And King of Swords. That was Temperance that came next. Not that it often matters but let's do them in order. Temperance is about it's alchemy, turning something into something else. So to me, this is the card of free will. This is the card of what you put into it, you will get out of it. And sometimes things look a little shitty, but you have the power to shift that into something that's a little more shiny. Go from shitty to shiny. How's that? And then your King of Swords. It's like you already have the power within you. You've already got lots of experience, and you will get through whatever it is that will challenge you in this coming year. And hey, nothing wrong with challenges. Challenges keep us on our toes, keep us in congruent in what it is we want to do, and they help us grow. And they remind us that we're stronger than we think often. So instead of going, why does this stuff keep happening to me? Just be like, I'm really strong. And thank you, universe, for showing me that I am. Now let's have some rewards instead. All right. All right. So for Christina, we have Renee has the 3 of water. So again, the 3 of cups, community, right? Hanging around with people who get you, people who can help you uplift you, see things from a different perspective. You can also bring that to other people as well, because community isn't all about you reaching out and asking for help. It's for others reaching out to you asking for help. How good does it feel to be able to help someone else? I know me, it lifts me up so much. I love it. It gives me energy. Then I have more energy to tackle the problems that I have. So I love that. And yes, joy, pleasure, celebrate your victories. I love all of those. And allow the outcome to manifest freely. Yes, like give it wiggle room, right? Try not to be so focused. It has to look like this. It has to be this much of a raise, different things like that. Give it some wiggle room. Just it's more about how will you feel when things are going right, when success is there. How does that feel, instead of what is it going to look like? Well, am I going to have this? Am I going to have that many clients? Is this going to come in as money and blah? Just focus on feeling. And that is such a quick way to reach the universe and get the messages to come back to you, because it's vibration. It's a higher vibration than thought. Thought is also vibration, but when you put emotion behind that thought or in front of that thought, even better, then it can amplify that, and you become a magnet to whatever it is you are emoting, whatever it is that emotion is, which is, we all know it works negatively, right? When we're in a bad mood, more stuff happens. So it can work positive too. Okay. All right. Anybody else need a card? In the meantime, I'm going to pull for me. because Christina always reminds me to pull for me. So you didn't need to remind me today. So my question is, what is my question? What can I do to bring a lot of value to the Tarot Cafe membership? Christina says, love all of this. Feel Sam's clarifier was for me. Yes, yeah, and it totally can be. If you really resonate, thanks for the reminder. If you really resonate with a message that someone else is receiving, that is for you. When you're doing the card reading and you're like, wow, I needed to hear this, that message is for you. Totally. It's not non-exclusive. Oh, thank you. Actually, I'm going to wait because Tina Maria has a question and then I'll go. When will my dream job arrive? Well, that sounds passive. Gotta say, gonna call you out on that. Are you sitting at home just asking that question? And I'm being a little cheeky about it. So timing wise, again, asking when and asking yes or no questions in tarot isn't as empowering as asking, what can I do to bring my dream job to me quicker? How about we reframe that? And write it in the comments so the reframe is legit, it's real. Seal it, like lock it in, like those game shows. Ka-ding! Lock it in, and I will pull cards and we will pull clarifiers. And 3 cards popped already. So I'll wait till you rewrite your question. I'm being a hard ass tonight, hey, making everyone, nope, that's not a good question, change it. But really, isn't it more empowering though to see things from that different perspective? Okay, there we go. What can I do to bring my dream job to me? That feels really good. Okay, you have 3 cards. You have strength. You have the 5 of cups. Ooh, that's nice and clear. And you have the 2 of wands. So this is like the 2 of wands you had in the other tarot, but different deck. So sometimes the energy is different. So let's unpack this a little bit. What can I do to bring my dream job to me? Have courage and the strength to go beyond what you've already been doing. Because what you've been doing has been, what you've been doing has been good, but you've also kind of been playing a role as opposed to really stepping into your power and doing what it is you're capable of. Have the strength and courage to branch out is what I'm getting from that. And then the 5 of cups is like, what you focus on expands. What are you focused on? The fear, the lack? Or are you going to focus on what's up here, the opportunities? Sometimes you got to look higher to get those opportunities that are really going to make you feel like you have made it. And then we have the 2 of wands. What are you dreaming about? Because dreaming about it is the first part, and then it's taking the steps toward it. What really lights you up, and what is the next teeny tiny thing you can do to get you working toward it? That's what I'm picking up. Let's see. Clarifier, Christina, you're pulling the ever unfolding rose cracked open. I love that card. It's happening for you, not to you. There. So there's the ever unfolding rose, like there's so many petals, there's this layer and there's that layer, and there's so many things that can help you bloom, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe you are the bloom. You are the rose. You've done it before. You can do it again on a different level. That's what I'm picking up. Anybody else? Any other clarifying cards? I like that. Let me know what you think, Tina Maria. I think that was good. I also feel that making sure you're in communities where um, there are some experts and some good energy that will help align you with what it is you want to do. Okay. Um, because that makes a world of difference. So here's the thing, you might be in a group and there's these highly successful people, and it's great being around them and seeing all the things they're doing. And yet you might feel like, oh my, well, they're doing it, but I can't. You know, you want to be in a group where you feel like you can be a sage advice for some people and also receive sage advice. That's, to me, is the perfect mastermind, is when there's an array of different levels of success. So you can see what the potential is for you, but you're also able to say, hey, well, I know how to do this and I can show you how to do that. And then you feel like you're part of a community, because a community isn't everyone's doctors, right? Where's the plumber? Where's, the housekeeper? Where's, the cook? We all have different roles, and sometimes multiple roles, and different echelon of roles, right? Um, Not likely. Oh my gosh. Um, yes, all of that really clicks. I do have the lack of money story I'm working on, but I do feel I'm getting stronger in my confidence. Good, good. Yeah, lack of money, be gone. I mean, to be honest with you, new level, new devil. If there were money issues before, chances are money will always be something that might be a trigger. And I don't say that to say you're always going to have issues. I say that to that it doesn't matter what level you're at, there's always going to be something that you might need to look back on and unpack, right? And go, oh, okay. And we don't often see it. We need someone else to see it, right? We're in it. We can't think outside of the box, right? That's exactly what moving to a next level can do for you, right? Oh my gosh. Well, that's just silly. I'm not putting that up there. Anyways, so my question then, what was my question again? It was about what can I do to bring good value to the Tarot Cafe membership. I would really love to see you guys in that membership. Join for just a month to see what you think of it. $7. That's it. If you want to be part of that, put Tarot Cafe in the comments and I will send you a sign up link when I'm done. I'm going to shuffle these. All right. And I would love some clarifiers for this too. Thank you so much. Okay. Three of Cups. Community. What can I do to bring value to the Tarot Cafe? Will be present. Let everybody have the opportunity to grow, to celebrate. This is exactly why I have built it and I'm putting it together. Yeah. Renee. X11. What's that? What's X11? It sounds good though. Times 11. 11 is such a good number. Nurture the community. Yeah. I think I can do that. I don't know. Maybe I might be able to do that. The cool thing is I had the idea for the Tarot Cafe, as you know, I've been talking about it for a while now, but I wasn't really sure how it was going to look. And I think this is the key, is that getting the key people in there to help build that community to where it needs to be. It's meant for empathic entrepreneurs who want to bring more magic into their life, into their business. Because sometimes we just get stuck. And to have to think we're going it alone, like a solopreneur, doesn't mean you have to do everything by yourself, right? Love and self-confidence for Tina Maria. Yeah. Yeah. Love for self and confidence. Yes. Got to learn how to read, not read too quickly. And then Christina clarified, don't dim to fit in. Ooh, I love that. That should be for Sam too, for the job. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Mm. And I'm going to go, just as an introvert as well, going to go on a limb there and say sometimes dimming to get in the door and just kind of see, so we're not like, nah, and we show up, right? And be like, oh, now everyone's looking at me. It's okay to dim a bit, but remember, you can turn that volume back up when you feel more comfortable doing it. And I'm going to say that because a lot of us are introverts here and we don't think, act, feel, or interact like anyone else. So we have to do it in our own way. Anyone have any more clarifiers for me? I'm almost waiting for a response, but you know how it goes. Yeah. Which ones? Which ones were mine? Five of Earth. So five of Pentacles. So yeah, there's a bit of fear, fear of lack, of maybe not providing enough value, or figuring people will think it's not valuable enough because it's only $7 a month. Um, that's what I'm picking up on. Easy. Oh, another one. Five of Wands. Okay, lots of fives. Fives are about change, right? Five of Wands. So sometimes it's conflict, competition, mostly between here and here, nothing to do with anyone outside of me. But to me, Five of Wands can also be you're practicing that conflict, like they're competing with each other, but they're not using swords, so they're not doing it for permanent reasons. Maybe they're just practicing. So it's okay that there's a bit of conflict, because that's where you grow. That's where you can learn to do what is necessary to move forward. Keep reaching for the top. You're bringing community together one step at a time. Oh, I love that. Thank you. Something is not as it seems. Think twice. Can we get some more clarity on that? Something is like, I got the Two of Cups. Partnership. Partnership, maybe relying on other people when I should probably just make sure I have all the bases covered for myself. I don't know. That's what I'm picking up on. Well, this has been a pretty fantastic Tarot After Dark. Thank you, everyone, so much for your participation, right? Like, this is pretty cool. I mean, I'm here talking what seems to be myself, but I know I'm not, because you're here and you're pulling cards and you're clarifying your questions. It's great. Risky. What's risky? Oh, I want to know. Um, I do enjoy the participation. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you. Unnecessary risk. Okay, so maybe if I just that I think this is one of the cases that forewarned is forearmed. Thank you, Renee. And I'll take that into consideration to not take any unnecessary risks, to keep things super smooth and simple as far as, as it goes with my Tarot Cafe membership. Thank you. Thank you so much. Supper. You coming over to cook for me? Okay, Maria, may I ask a question? Hello. Sure, we'll make you the last question. If it's a yes or no question, please reframe it into something that's more empowering. If you're not sure, ask the question and I'll help you reframe it. Oh, super. Yeah, okay. Accountable. Yeah, maybe. I like that. That's interesting. Giving me food for thought, that's for sure. Food for thought. Supper. No, super. Oh, and super accountable. Wow. Huh. I have to meditate on this. Love it. Thank you so much. All right. So what is everyone's biggest takeaway from today? From today's Tarot After Dark? Let me know. And I'm going to pull one last card for the collective here, unless I didn't see Maria put her question in there. So pulling for the collective. So whether you're watching this as a replay later or not, this card is for you. The Lovers. What can you do to partnership with the divine? This doesn't always mean romantic love. This means feel connected, feel like you are seen, feel like you have that partnership that you can rely on. And often it's with our guides or with our family. If we don't have anyone physically in this world that we feel that with, trust that we have somebody in spirit, someone in our guides or divine energy to partner with. Remind ourselves that we're worthy of having that partnership with other people, with other guides. Everybody has support. You just need to acknowledge it, ask for it, and be appreciative of it. That's what I'm picking up. That's the good takeaway. Cards can be for several people. Yes, especially like Christina, you were saying that really resonated. Well, then that's your intuition saying, tap on the shoulder. Yeah, that's what I want. And then confirmation pulling for each other. I know, I love that. That just makes it feel like more of a group dynamic, right? Okay, here's Maria's question. So keep your card decks handy for clarification. Let's see, what do we have? I may have to reframe this, but the father of my daughter has all of a sudden been acting very cold toward me and won't help with anything now. We had a more friendly relationship before. I just want to know if it will go back to us getting along for the sake of our daughter. Okay, so my reframe would be, what can I do? What can I do to have a better relationship with the father of my children? Okay. Because that puts you in the driver's seat. That puts you in a little more control of what it is you can do. Because we can never manifest anything for anybody else. We can't we can wish for other people all we want, but they have free will to do their own thing. So it's up to us to do things that are proactive for us. So that to me is a reframe. I already tried talking to him, but he won't listen. Well, he's an ex. Exes don't listen. As soon as we open our mouths, we're nagging. So there's no point in even doing that. So reword it and type in the chat, because it's always good to type it, is what can I do to promote a better relationship with my ex? Put that out there, and let's see what comes. Okay. And anyone with card decks, get your clarifiers ready. So we're going to leave it up to divine to guide us into what needs to happen. Are you popping that in, Maria? Okay, we got a clarifier already. Awesome. I have 2 cards I haven't shown you yet. I'm Rama. Where are you being called to journey to? We have the Queen of Pentacles too. I love it. So what is your interpretation of those cards, ladies, that you pulled as clarifiers? Let's read what Maria says. What can I do to promote a better relationship with my ex, the father of my daughter? Great question. Look at you go. I got the Ace of Swords and the Justice card. Okay, let's unpack it. So to me, the Ace of Swords is like, in that moment, what is your highest thought and action you can take? So that's a question for in that moment when you have to communicate or see your ex or whatever. Think to yourself, say to yourself, call your guide and say, how can I show up in a way that makes things go smoother for both of us? So it's, to me, it's saying there's going to be conscious thinking of, okay, how can I keep the harmony here? With boundaries, that came up earlier, someone for a card, and have your boundaries. It doesn't mean you have to do anything and everything. It just means what, or ask for divine when you're about to get into a conversation or he's being reactive or pushing your buttons, and you can say, how can I speak through me in a way that comes in a respectful, up leveling way of speaking. I know that didn't come out right. I hope you know what I meant. That kind of came out as spaghetti. And then the Justice card, to me, is that it's equal footing. And sometimes if you, kind of has nothing related to the card, but just what I'm picking up, Maria, is you just have to come from your heart and fill your heart up before you have a communication with him, because that will help you shield your energy. So you're not coming at it like, oh, I gotta protect myself, but you're shielding yourself with love, and that, let that love spill forward to the person you're talking to your ex. You don't have to fall in love with them, but hey, at one point you were in love with him. It's why we get together with people. And yeah, sometimes that goes south and you get sours, and that's okay. But there was a spark at one point. It's okay to send love to another human being energetically, right? And that might energetically soften that exchange between you without him even realizing that you're sending a rainbow of love and light for the highest good of everybody involved. And to me, that is the highest vibration you can be at whenever you have to have either a difficult conversation or just normal everyday conversations. And when somebody gives you a little bit of grief, that's where you kind of have to come back to that thought, is what can I do to stay in my strength? What can I do to stay in my center so I don't react? Because, we often do that. We'll react because, oh, they're showing up like that again, right? I hope that makes sense. Tina Maria got the Queen of Pentacles. Renee saying, Oracle Enchanted Map Deck, Gentle Gardener, be your own person, be a conscious co-creator. I love that. Yeah, we don't have to bend over backwards for people. We just need to come from the heart. And when we're true to ourselves, we're true to the situation. Yeah, well, there's going to be drama, right? And all you can really do is just keep resetting to your heart. Try not to get drawn into the old way of doing things. It might take a while. You almost need to ignore that energy and just focus on your heart center. And even if it's just filling yourself up so you have this bubble of love around you, nothing can pop that bubble. All right. Oh, I like that, Christina. Be still and authenticity. Be loving. Yeah. Be loving to yourself. Be loving to your child. That's what matters the most. If people are going to act up, they're just showing their colors. You don't need to add to it. You don't need to acknowledge it at all. And then Tina Maria says, the woman on the card looks strong and confident, yet kind and gentle. I feel like no matter what he might be going through, just let it be. Communicate respectfully and only when really needed. Offer him grace for the time being. I love that. Thank you. That's clarification for what I couldn't articulate very good in my words. But yes, I love that so much. Good. I'm so happy you asked your question, Maria. I hope that gives you a bit of, um, I don't know, emotional and spiritual support that when you are going through something and there's reaction, that you remember this conversation and you remember everybody who's sending all of that amazing energy to you. Yeah, that's it. Stay positive. Yeah. When we keep our vibration high, and I was saying that earlier, it's easier to attract what we want instead of always focusing on what we don't want, because then that's a lower vibration. We're just going to attract more sticky, icky, lower vibrational stuff, right? You're so welcome. Thanks for being here at Tarot After Dark. And that's going to conclude for now. I so appreciate you all for being here. If you want to join the Tarot Cafe, $7 a month. We will be meeting once a month together on Zoom, but there's weekly tarot spreads. There's ways for you to use tarot in your business to help up level you, help you push through some of the business struggles that you're having. I'm not just, a tarot inspirational reader. I'm also a business mentor, and I've helped people for the past couple of years, especially empathic and introverted people, work through their business and get to another level so they can grow and thrive. So I love it. I love it. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you next Monday for another Tarot After Dark. All right. Take care. Peace.